Last time on Build and Battle Rivals.
Attach, Dino Cry, and then just real crying next turn.
Wait, is it 2 or 1?
2.
I'll draw. I'll play Boss's Orders. Ultra Ball.
Oh, he's BMing, man.
To go
He's
get
BMing.
a Palma and our Electrogenesis.
The last episode didn't go very well. We are now 0-2, and we are going to go into this Obsidian Flames box. So, this time around, Oscar will be going first, and I asked myself the eternal question, how do we beat the Electric Rat? Currently, we are struggling for attackers. He's got 2 different draw engines in Reveroom and Tinkerton. He's got Gus with Boss's Orders. He's got Supporter Search. So the choices we've got in front of us are Mawile, which we don't want. We've got Togekiss, which could be an attacker and a draw for us. And it maybe leans into some of the psychic pulls we had last episode. We've got Palafin with Swimmy Swimmy Kick, who is just a big old 210, which might give us a speed up because he's a stage 1. And then we've got Cleffer, who's just a little bean that draws 7 and maybe accelerates us to a win con. So I'm going to pass you on to Oscar for the pulls.
So, we are on to Obsidian Flames now. Obsidian Flames is not really a very noticeable set. I mean, of course, there's Charizard and the Pidgeot EX. That's basically it. Wouldn't hate having either one. Probably not with Charizard as much because it's not as versatile. Probably still make it work a bit. I am hoping for either Palafin, Togekiss, Cleffer. I just don't want them all wild. Probably Cleffer the most because it can probably be most suitable in other formats. But yeah, let's get into this. So I'm gonna take this 2. I'm gonna take 1 on the left. That goes back in there. We can just. Nice. What we got? Got Togekiss. Take that. One reason why I might probably want the Togekiss is because, of course, it's a good draw power. Also, because it can probably get us a second rare candy, which I would not mind. So we got Togekiss, of course we get the Volcanion half, and the Obsidian Flames, a Nest Ball, a rare candy Ultra Ball, Artisan Lemona Youngster. Probably not going to be playing the Volcanions. I also got a Rhyme, so it's basically a bit like a boss, but your opponent chooses. I'll go with Cameron. Discover top card of each player's deck. This attack does 100 more damage for each energy discarded in that way. So this is going to be very useful. Another Youngster. So I think that's like our 4th. Another Nemona, which is also our 4th. Artisan, Ultra Ball, Rare Candy, and another Shark, another Nest Ball. And we got a 3-2-2. Do get quite a heavy Togekiss on, which is going to be quite useful. So I'm probably not going to change much from what I played last time. The first pack is for Charizard. Wouldn't mind an SAR chop. Ooh. Something there. Togepi, Bonsly. This is going to be very good. So it's just going to stall with the Blubbering. Your opponent's now confused, so that means I have to flip a coin. Timpo, Blossom, Pokemon League Headquarters. This is also quite a good card. If my dad tries to play the Groudons, I can just use this because it makes basic Pokemon attack. Then 1 more colourless. A Lunatone, Palpitoad. Oh! What is that? I think the SAR Poppy. Poppy's quite pretty. Move up to 2 energy from one of your Pokemon to another. I actually might play that as like an alternative energy switch, just to move cards. So another. Oh, got an EX in this. I do Patrick. Fire Energy, Tempo, Heatmore, Lillipup, Toxel, Lanoon, Tormanaton, Dartrix, Inkay, Lucio. Oh, and a Charizard EX. So, Charizard EX is, of course, a decent attacker. Probably not the best, but maybe at some point in the future can maybe do a pivot. But we'll take that. Of course, can take it off my dad's hands. Metal, a Pidgey, Combi, another room. This is better because it has a spinning draw, but it doesn't draw a card. A Palafin. I think Palafin is probably the best. I know that my dad went over it. Palafin is probably best for your Jet Punch attack. This Jet Punch is one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's a bit like the Zacian. And if you watch the Journey Together video we did, you'll probably know what it does. Psychic, Charcadet, Ponyard, Sinister, Tadpole, Frogadier, Stunfisk, Salazzle, Latoverclurement, Malamar, and a Howdoomy X. Probably not the best EX. I don't think we pulled any Charmanders, which is quite annoying. Did with a Charizard, but of course we can't play Charizard without any Charmanders. So yeah, happy to probably take off the Poppy and stuff out of my dad's hands. They are my pulls. Very pretty. Sad that I pulled no Charmanders. I don't think there's any Charmanders reprints. Maybe you can get some out of Winners or Pity Pack. But I'm probably still going to be playing a similar list as last time. So I'll just pass it on to my dad, and I'll see you at the deck lists.
So we're back at the Wobbly Pig table, armed, ready for battle, and hopefully we can do something, right? So I'm trying to think what we want. I think either Palafin or Togekiss are what we want from out of this. It will give us an attacker. It will give us some draw. Like, Oscar's supporter line and ability to get to them is absolutely unreal. And the fact that he's now got the Super Rod to turn it all around is just nuts. So let's just hope we don't get washed this series. Let's see if we can maybe pull something back. We won 1 game out of 5. Unreal. So, who's behind the box? The worst one. The absolute worst one. He's not playing Special Energy, so maybe the other half redeems it for us. That's one of the good things about this, is like the other halves actually are kind of useful. So we'll ignore that. Oh, actually that could be good for us. So I actually forgot that this half existed, which is the toxicity. So that allows us to have like a lot of options available to us. So let's get all the boring energy out of the way. So we got the Finneason, I think is it a 3-3 line. Now this could be the play. It's low energy cost and it attacks fast, and this could really go well with the Vivillon line. Clavel to get set up. Switch is huge for us. Great Ball, more youngster. Wow, let's have a look. Toxtricity, one of my favourite cards as well from the old Lunatol Soul Rock combo. We can be ridiculously consistent to 60 card format. We have another Nest Ball, awesome. Bonsley, Free Retreat, amazing. Confusion, amazing. This little guy, when we played pre-releases, I finished second, third, fourth at various pre-releases, and Bonsley always made it in. Miriam and Aldino. To be fair, this could actually be a better core for us than what we've been playing so far, so we need to keep that in mind. Now, onto the packs. Now, where are we starting here? Let's do the Lonely Reverum, the Reverum EX, and see what we can do here. And hopefully we get some good stuff. Just move the box out of the way as well. So Koka's side, Dratini, good. Oddish, consistency, awesome. Herdia, what do you do? Nothing. Dragonair, I don't even know what the Dragonite does, but we've almost got the whole thing. The Scorching Armor, so that's the burn one. Ortega, what do you do? Your opponent reveals their hand, you choose a card you find there, put it on the bottom of the deck. If you put a card on the bottom of your opponent's deck this way, your opponent may draw a card. Yeah, we'll consider that, probably not. Beartic, if we can get the little guy, it will accelerate us into some small low energy attackers. Drillbur, excellent, another Toxtricity. Also Loud Mix is pretty good. This set does 50 plus 30 for each different type on your bench, so some of the colourless guys will really help us out. That's energy. So potentially we've got like a little stage 1 box open to us. And also if we play the Pavilion for the grass typing, that could be, we could have like some low cost, good attackers, and we can maybe move around the electric rat. I'm not hopeful, but I dare to dream. Lilliput, another Toxel, huge, Charcadet, Pornard. What's he do? Just from, if we can find some little colourless attackers, that'd be great. Brassius, count the cards in your hand, shuffle those cards in your hand, and then you draw that +1. You know what? That might be going in. Magnezone. We actually got the little Magnemite. Did we get the Magneton as well? I can't remember. We'll have to look. Magnetic Repulsion. Switch up its boss's orders for us. And then it's got just a big attack. Spoink. Terrible card. Great name. Toadscruel. It's not one of the good ones. Caesar. Punishing Scissors. If he play, he's got, how many abilities has he got? He's got Pelipper. He's got Reveroom. Is there anything else? We'll have to think about that, but for 1 metal energy, attacking for 110 could be good. Fighting energy. So yeah, stage 1 box could be the, let's leave the Zard till end. The little stage 1 box could be a probability. It's got to be better than what we're playing, and it maybe speeds us up a bit. I think one of the problems we had was attacking quickly. Nose Pass. Litwick. Is it Lit? No, and it's not Wick. Another Audino, 100. Find a Friend. Charmander. That's going to be funny. Charmander and Charmeleon. Are we going to have a broken pack? Excadrill. Attacks for 1 metal. Pidgeotto. Are we going to live the dream? I doubt it. Crabominable. Slandit. What do you do? Nothing good. More Swimmy Kick. And hilariously, the fire energy at the back end. This is going to be the last pack, and hopefully it helps save us, because otherwise this series has been miserable today. Hopefully the struggle from this pack is for a purpose. So, stage 1 box, Sinistee, Tadbulb, no. Nummel, that's one of the other cards you can get as the camera up. Sadly we've not got it because I love that deck, but because we're playing 60 cards, we're not going to be milling a load. A better Mawile, is it? This does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Each time we attach is going to be good because it's 30, 60, 90, apparently more crabs. The regular Mawile, because we won't be playing the other one. Oh, Arven's huge. I can't remember if we've got any tools. I think we do. Arven's good, even if it's just search an item. Another graveyard. Nope. We're not wugging, sadly, but Wug Trio's fun. And Hey Boomer, Claydol, basic energy. We've not got anything really exciting on that part, but I think stage 1 box could be the play. I'll see you in the deck profile.
We are running it back once again with Ferocious. So, let's get into the list. Playing a 3, 2, 3. We are still playing 50 HP Palmy. That's going to be useful. Then we also have the 2-1-1 line of Tinkertons. Of course, we also have the Scrap Pickup, which is a very good effect to get item cards, so I can loot my 6 cards. Then we are playing 1-1 Pelipper. Pelipper proved itself to be a very good card, so I'm running it back with Pelipper. So yeah, I've got the new edition, the 1 Bonsly with Blood Ring. Being able to stall out is quite good, especially if my dad is playing Pavilion or United Wings. So playing that to try and stall, and also a 10 damage can maybe matter. And then we've got 2 Ultra Ball, consistency card, can't really say anything else. 2 nest balls, same logic kind of applies. Basically always going to be in here. We also have 2 rare candies. Finally got a second rare candy, so I'm able to use the Tinkerton and Pokémon more freely. Then we got the 1 energy search, just being able to search out my deck is very good. So playing that. We got 1 energy switch, so I can charge up like a Pomo, but might have 4 energies on. You switch it off, so that can be useful. We got 1 switch to switch out my Pokemon. We do not have the Reverie lineup. People might not notice. So the Reverie cannot get stuck but switch if I'm paralysed from the Pavilion attack. That can stop that. Then 1 Super Rod, Recovery. I'm not saying no to Recovery, which is very good. So playing that. Then we have beefed up the youngster line to a 4 youngsters. Yeah, I'm drawing cards. I kind of like it. Yeah. And we got Nemona as draw. Nemona's just going to let me draw more cards freely without having to either shuffle away my hand and just getting a larger hand size. Was thinking about playing the Togekiss, decided to not put it in because then I'd have to be playing Rooms, and I'd rather be playing the Tinkerton just for a scrap pickup, and that's what made me decide it. Then we got 2 Jacks, meaning searching for evolution Pokemon when I'm literally playing an evolution box. It's going to be quite handy. So yeah. We got 1 Iono, probably the best card I've probably pulled so far. So each player shuffles their hand, puts it onto the bottom, so it's a bit like Marnie if you played around then. But obvious inclusion, put that in. Another obvious, a lot of these are going to seem obvious in the pre-release format, and we are now going up to 60 card decks. Got 1 Boss's Orders, which is Gust, so I'm probably that's always going to be a space, so is the Iono. And then 1 Professor's Research, discard, so I get to discard my hand and draw 7 cards, which is kind of like a last ditch effort, but can be beneficial. I don't think I've played it that much, but kind of not playing it can be a bit tricky. So yeah. And then we've got 1 Miriam as Pokemon recovery and as draw, so I get to shuffle back 5 Pokemon and recover back the Pokemon, which is going to be very useful. Last set, I did not realise it was only energy, only Pokemon, but that's still fine. I mean, having more recovery top of the Super Rods, so I can save my Super Rods for energies, is going to be quite good. We've got 1 Clavel, can set up my board very quickly. So it's a bit like a Buddy Poffin, like a Super Poffin, but is not as good as a Poffin. Then, as my final supporter, you might not see it, is a Saguaro, something like that. Choose up to 2 of your Pokemon heal 50 damage. So if my dad is trying to go for Pavilion, so I can just go Saguaro, choose up to 2 of my Pokemon and just go, okay, heal away. Let's say a Pokémon and a Tinkerton, and then that's it. And for stadiums, we have 2 Artisans, basic search for the early game, and we have the Pokemon League headquarters. Attacks used by basic Pokemon in play, both yours and opponents, is 1 more colourless. So it can only affect Bonsai and can affect the Tinkertink, and but most of the time I'm using that in an early to late game, but I'll probably be fine, hopefully. We've got 13 now, so still 14. 14 lightning, 1 psychic, 1 luminous. Only reason we play Voluminous is for the Tinkatongue's attack, also same with the psychic, the energy. Because I'm discarding it, it might be very resourceful. We have to be a bit more resourceful. But yeah, a few changes you might be like is why would I cut Reverie? And I was playing around with this deck, and I was like, I'm decking out way too quickly. So I'm just playing the Tinkatongue, and just heavy youngster Nemonas with quite a lot of draw support. So I might regret taking out Reverie, but I am wanting to try and give these two cards a chance. I'm unsure about that. I may have probably snuck in a Reverie, but yeah. So that's my list. I'll tell my dad to come up to go do his list, and I'll see you in the game.
So we're back with the Dragon Shield box of dreams, and hopefully we can come around and change the match setup. Now, I reckon with all the draw engines he's got, he's going to try and run it back in some capacity. Now, I know in this set there's Camerupt, which is a stage 1, Palafin, that's a stage 1, Toxel, that's a stage 1. I can't remember what the other subsection is, like the mini deck bit that you get. Oh, the Togekiss line, you get the Togekiss line. So, we're going to try and be faster and as aggressive as possible. And thanks to our pulls, we're able to play 1, 2, 3, 4 Toxel, 1, 2, 3 Toxtricity. So this helps us get in there fast. It attacks for 30 for 1, although he hurts himself. But being able to tap for 2 energy for 50 plus, we could maybe take out some of his basics quite quickly with just a Pokemon on the bench for 80 damage. And then that leads us into our second half, which is we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Finizen with the Valiant Evolution. So 1 Water Energy, evolve, put on one of the Pokemon from our bench up, and then evolve into one of the 4 Palafin we've got available to us. I think this is a lot stronger than the previous decks. It's much faster. The attack costs are more efficient. We're not really having to pay more than 2 energy to be able to get going, really. And then we lean into our support Pokemon. So the first 2 important ones for us are the combo with Palafin, because Justice Kick, if this didn't move, if it moves from the bench to the active, it does 210. If it didn't, it does nothing. So we're then Jet Punching. Jet Punch is pretty good because we hit the 30 and then shoot through. Bonsly, the 2 free retreaters and a free attacker. That chip damage can start really sort of piling up in games, and when he has to flick for confusion, we'll see how that goes. Then we got some other support Pokemon. So we got Call for the Family, Find a Friend, which adds it to our hand, the second, and then we also have just a random Dragon Pokemon to up our type count for Toxtricity. Also 1 for 20 damage isn't awful. So that's our Pokemon line. Let's move these dudes aside. So that's everything we got there. Now we've got a lot of really good support. I think both of us will have something very similar, and we can go pretty fast. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 research. We can really turbo through the deck, so we can attach, we can play out our hand and then refill. If we don't have that, we also have 4 youngster to maybe try and balance things out and put things back into the deck so we don't deck out. That's one of the concerns. Like we played some games the other day with 60 card decks using the pre-release kits, see how it felt. And Oscar nearly decked himself out on turn 3 with his ridiculous amount of draw engines. Mentioning draw, we're technically playing almost a 4-4 Pokemon search. 3 basic Pokemon with 120 HP or less helps us set up Toxels, helps us set up Finizens, helps us set up Cyclozars, Solrock, anything that we need. Another thing as well is all the other Pokemon that we play 1 retreat cost, so we shouldn't get stranded as much. And Jack to find Toxicities, find Palafins. so we can really get through the deck really quick. To help us with a bit of consistency, we can Brassius for a +1. Well, we play this, count our hand, and then shuffle it in, so it kind of replaces the hand, but it maybe helps us find pieces when we're moving and stumbling forward, because we're more of a constructed deck now. Despite the format, who knew that 3 pre-release kits could help you build a deck? We have Arvin. Arvin is great for us. It helps us find Ball Search, it helps us find the switch that we had in the pre-release kit, so that we've got another 3 retreater, so technically we've got 3 retreats. We now have Pokemon Recovery, so maybe we reach a point in the game where we can put some evolution lines in, like one of the 3 retreaters and the Paladin line or something we can get back through. And then we're on to Ball Search, and we're really good for Ball Search as well. So there's the supporters. Going into items, we have 3 Nest Ball, which is great. A lot of basics in this deck, really helps with the toxicity as well. So we can like layer out the colourless Pokemon. We've got the Dragon Pokemon and the Psychic Pokemon, and the Fighting type in Bonsly. So we can really do that. We've got some Ultra Ball, so we can actually discard and then use one of our mini draw supporters to refill to keep us going. Less exciting, Great Ball. Again, it's just more consistency, as much as we can get to try and beat the Electric Rattle menace with our Electric Lizard. Maybe we'll see. The Battle of the Generators. We've got some one-offs now. We've got a Pokegear just to maybe try and have some supporter selection. We are playing a pretty heavy item line and trainer card. To combo with the Arvin, we've got some damage manipulation, so we can go and find the Vitality Band, and then we can maybe hit, if he's got something big and chunky, we can maybe work on that, see what happens. The 1 switch that I mentioned, so we could actually go get the switch, the Vitality Band, switch out, and then Palafin for 220. There's a lot of choices available to us, or we could switch into a 3 retreater, then retreat, and then do the combo. And then 1 superior energy retrieval. So this is also a combo with the Miriam, where we could discard the Pokemon. The 2 cards that we discard for that are Pokemon, and then we Miriam them back, so we get some advantage that way. Hand attachment's a bit slow for us. We don't have like any energy acceleration, unfortunately. And then we're just onto energies, so I think it's 7 water, 6 lightning. Okay, so we're back at the table. Deck's built. How do you feel about your deck build?
It's a deck.
It's a deck. He's full of enthusiasm and is chewing a sweet, which will sound great for everyone listening. We're going to do the dice roll. Heads or tails?
Heads. Weighted dice.
It is a tails. I'll go first. I know. So it's a 60 card format, so it'll be the standard 6 prize cards, if I can use words. We'll see how it goes. How do you feel about your deck consistency? Does your deck go burr? Hammer. Do you have a basic for start? Oh, he's not even picked up his cards.
Do you?
I do have a basic, yeah. Oh, it's starting well. I'm opening with a mulligan, so he's still on.
Do you want to read this card?
You got a basic in hand? I will take my mulligan. Nice. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll also notice Oscar is sporting the second Lechonk mat, which is also mine. You good to go?
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, he's back on the rat.
He's
gonna rat me.
Kick.
And I do have swimmy kick. I'm gonna attach, draw for turn. I will play down a second Finzian. I am going to, for the purposes of speed, I am going to play 2 Nest Balls and look through my deck for 2 basic Pokemon and also some deck checking, because I'm a terrible scumbag like that. Here's a Bonsly, and here is... Did I do that?
How much you not getting 2 Bonslys?
I know, right? What a terrible player I am. Absolutely awful.
Wait, does Bonsly come in your kit?
It usually comes with a Palafin kit from memory, from having done. I don't know how many pre-releases you did.
I did 2, you did 3.
I did 3 because I really enjoyed the limited format that occurred for this.
Because you pulled Palafin in every single one.
I pulled the fishy boy, my fish hero.
Is he playing the camera up as well?
Is he playing the camera up as well? Do I just go all in on swim? I'm gonna go all in on Swimmy Boys.
I thought he was playing United Wings, but
just out here swimming. Now, one of the problems with
I'm actually scared of Jet Punch.
Yeah. Is it gonna?
I mean, when TM Devo exists.
Yeah, and then I jet punch you, and then I devolve you into some poor me's a couple of times. Do you want to cut?
Poor me's most of the time.
Yeah. I am going to attach a wet energy to this fish and pass.
It's not very good.
But am I going to get hit for 20 right here? Oh, Iono.
Want to cut?
Nope.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It must be a bad hand if he's having to do that so early in the game, guys.
And light punch.
Light punch. Draw for turn.
I do regret cutting something from my deck.
Do you now?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Let's make some bench space here. So I'm going to play down this Toxel.
Ooh, is that the one that does more damage for each different type
It's
on
the
your bench?
one that does more damage for each different type on my bench. Now, there's something a little bit annoying about your last turn, because I did have Sumi Sumi Kick on the board. I'm going to attach here, because never punished. Ultra Ball, discard 2 energy. Let's get the Palafin here. And there is another benefit as well, having Ultra Balled.
I like how you've came up with a different deck every single time.
Have I? Unlike
and I'm just here with.
You're just here with I say the goat, but the rat goat himself. Yeah, because my pre-release kits have been terrible, and you've got like all the draw support Pokemon in yours.
May have cut one.
You've cut one, and then I'm gonna youngster to shuffle my hand in.
It's fine. It's not the good one though. It's draw a card. So if I'm playing over
3, 4, 5. Like I've got plays next turn. I sadly did not, but I did get an Aldino. I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Sure. I'll attach. So at least I'm taking knockout.
Yep.
Okay, I'll play use. Oh yeah. Was that okay?
KO. Promote the Sponsley. Attach.
I remember father. Oh, they actually retreat.
It does have retreat. I'm going to attach that lightning energy there. Now, I've got a couple of plays available to me. Play Jacques.
I probably misplayed with this stuff.
Toxicity.
Can I just read it?
Yep.
Just making sure. Yeah, that's not too much. I
could Bonsley you for 20 in confusion. Because you are weak to him.
Best card.
Bonsley. That was the other thing that I really loved about pre-release format, is when I opened the goated kit with 2 of them in. I am going to retreat for turn. And then I am going to Justice Kick for 210. Get the energy off the board, boys. Get the energy off the board. All this draw support, guys. Just out here Is that youngster followed by youngster?
I might have 4.
Who would have 4 youngster in this format?
Me?
You?
Or do I?
Maybe. I've heard word. So currently, if I was to promote the toxicity, he would be doing for 40. Oh no, for 20. So I only need an energy for game, right?
No, you don't just have game. You have to retreat.
I don't have free retreat.
No, you do.
Yeah, so I need an energy for game. I will play.
Should we reveal?
I'm gonna research.
Should we do?
No, I'm not doing the Henry Chow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom! Retreat.
What's it? 30.
50 plus 30, 60.
I think
90, 140. Would you like to go first or second for this game?
Second.
Second.
I'm not getting turn 2 Bonsai. I will be the turn 2 Bonsai.
You will be the turn 2 Bonsai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
God, why do this to me?
It's because you had it too good too often. I do have a basic. You going second? Oh, he's trying to play Tinkerton Control. I'm going to draw for turn. So, I will...
Bro, can I just get a Charmander?
I will Great Ball. Well, I got some consistent choices. I'll take that.
I was thinking about playing 1 River Room to make you think that I'm playing...
the EX.
No, play 1 River Room, 0
Vroom.
just to make you think that I was playing...
Curious, so you're playing the Tinkerton line as your draw support this time?
Yeah, literally just and it's a 2-1-1.
It's a 2-1-1.
Because I realised I deck out a bit too quick.
Yeah. I will play down this Bonsley as well, and on that I will pass my turn.
Just have to give you that.
Yeah.
Oh, Tazon.
Yep.
I grabbed the wrong one.
The wrong rat. Somehow there is a wrong rat, guys.
Only if I play Bravery Charm. Only if I played card.
If only card was other card. Are you going back in? Jacques.
I've got 2 of those.
You're gonna have to wait. Oh no. Yeah, you'll have to wait a turn. So he's got Pomo, Tinkertuff. The joys of hands. Okay. Arvin.
Well, I forgot that was an Obsidian Flames.
So I do have a tool.
He's playing the Vitality Band.
And damage modulation.
I cut Vitality Band. I think...
My theory was if you got like one of the 220 Pokemon, I am going to take out of all of this a Nest Ball. I will Nest Ball and Artisan. And off the Nest Ball, I will get Cyclozar. And then what do I want? Maybe just another Finizen. Yeah. I'm going to attach a lightning energy on here, and I'm going to have to pass.
This one? Just
Yep.
an energy onto my little guy.
Yep.
I'll then bench.
Yep. Evolve.
Oh, Artisan.
Yep. It's the battle of the buds. Tree guys all around.
That's a cactus. And
Blubbering.
oh, he does have 2 retreats.
Yeah, he's a big fat guy.
Beefy.
I'm going to attach the Vitality Band down here, and then I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to research away Jacques, second Finzen, and Toxel. So draw 7. 7. Play that down. Who's confused now, liberals? Draw, put that down. Still got a big fat old butt, but I will Jet Punch 30 and 30.
Sure.
See, if you had that Vitality Band. Oh, he's swapping now, he's realised.
Well, first of all, I'll put down Pokemon Headwaters.
So, what does
That's
Leech... that's yours. Attacks cost 1 more, is it?
And if this is heads, you are paralyzed.
Heads. Paralysis.
So you cannot attack.
But I can retreat. I am going to Great Ball. I do have a Power Fin in there. I'm going to Youngster.
I wish I could use that.
Sort of trying to increase some of my choices here. Do you wish to cut before I draw?
No, I'm good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. Whoop. That one was covered in soap, clearly. I'm gonna get the toxicity up. And I guess there's nothing I can do here but pass.
Put that on.
The blubbering is free again. Tears are free. Oh.
Aguero.
And you're gonna heal 60 off mine, right?
No.
No? No. Okay. I can but try.
Says you are. Bro, this is not Picnic Basket. The last cards. Only if I bought it.
Yeah.
Thundershock, please be heads.
Heads, that's another 60, right?
Yeah.
So I have 20 HP left. Draw. I think that's maybe as exciting as my turn gets. I'm not healed from the paralysis. I'm sort of a little bit stuck here. Yep, pass. Apparently you drew good, guys. Yep.
I was gonna Artisan first, but
I don't think it really matters which way you do it too much.
Artisan.
Yep.
How much is left in that?
20.
Switch. Light punch.
Yep. Pop up a free retreater. Let's Artisan. I'll get a Toxel. Which for 1 energy does 30. Yeah, seems reasonable, right? Don't know if you wish to cut. I am going to Blubbering for 20. I'm Confusion. No dice roll for me, just happens. Yep. So we both draw 5 here. Shiny Iono goes away.
Retreat.
Yep.
And I'll light punch for 30.
Yep. I'll pop the Toxicity up because I kind of need that gone. Especially because I don't want you to start drawing water energy. I will Artisan. Let's get a little fishy boy out, and then I will Loud Mix for a lot. Yep. Does he have the Evo in hand? He's got the Tinkertink with the... is that the broken Tinkertink? Ultra Ball. He's going to go get that Pelipper, is he? Oh. You're going back in for the energy off for Electrogenesis?
Energy search.
Yep.
Because I want to hold my Pelipper so I can try and go boss.
Don't know I did that because you're going back in.
No, I'm just
Oh, sorry, you're just drawing. Sorry. For some reason I had it in my head that you were electrogenesising, and it's like, oh, he's already done that.
electro pulse.
Draw. The water energy. Evolve into another power fin. So he's going to have to be digging for rare candy and a dude. Let's put this up and Summy kick for 210.
Artisan.
Yep. 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 It's gonna have to be flipping that heads. Tails. How much do I take?
You're on
60. Yep. Drew for turn. I'm going to attach water energy here.
Yep.
I'm going to play my Pokegear. I'm going to take this youngster and add it to my hands.
This one Palmer has been carrying.
This one Palmer. I am going to Jet Punch 40
Yep.
and 30 onto one of these. Yeah. He's in the tank. The prize is a level as well. Both at 3/3. Ultra Ball, discard youngster and lightning energy. Is he going to try and electrogenesis me? Yep. I'm confused. You've Ultra Balled for nothing.
Ultra Ball for...
Ultra Ball for Tinkerton. Oh, okay.
Cover material. What's that? You just have it. I will concede.
Yeah, you out of stuff to do.
I just need to hit Super Odds.
Yeah, we did it! So, here we are. I'm not used to this being in the winners bit. So I get 2 packs to build up on my stage 1 box. Oscar can have the Rever Room and we will stick with the dragons. We'll leave Charizard till the end and we'll see how this looks. I was very happy with the deck. I was very shocked that going low to the ground and being very aggressive was the play, but we got there. Finally, 2 packs. Steiny, Tadbulb, Houndour, Toadscool, Malamar. What do? Once per turn, you may look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If you do, look at the top card of your deck. Cool. Anyway, Paldean, Clodsire, both active Pokemon are poisoned. Venoshock, if your active Pokemon is poisoned, this does 200 damage. Grumpig, is certainly a card with words on it. We have the full Malamar line available to us. We have a Smoliv. Starter deck Victini. 1 fire energy, 30 damage. You may switch this for one of your bench. Victory Flame, 220 during the next turn. It can't use this attack. This is a starter deck Pokemon, alright. And again, is it me, or is some of the foiling we're getting in these packs really flat looking? That's pack 1, so if we ever get something that's fire related, we have another 2 prize liability that can get one shot by a Pomop, which is something we don't want to do. We got rid of the Crydons, and despite being a motorcycle, we weren't riding them to victory. Lechonk to go with Big Lechonk. A Fish, a Baltoy to go with a Kaboom Boy that we didn't use, a Paldean Wooper to go with the Clodsire, a second Solrock, Houndoom, Howlnot, Gramble moving along, the full Gramble evolution line, Bronzor, Bro! 210, Scolding Block, discard an energy from this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't attack. 160 for 3 water energy, bit extreme. Card again looks flat print, but yeah, it is definitely an option, and this is one of those many Pokemon cards. I'll pass you over to Oscar for the pity pack.
I'm not used to this, but I'm having to open up via pity pack. Probably should have not played via heavy Tinkertongue. Bit too greedy of me. Should have just stuck with Rever Room. Let's see what we get from him. So we do have a Psychic, an Oddish, a Dratini, a Charmander, so I can actually play a Charizard. Hopefully we can get a Charmeleon. And finally, a Palafin. Good pack. Finally got a Charmander, so I can actually use Charizard. Might play that next because we do also have the Chi-Yu. But yeah, and that's it.